Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another couch video. We need to get back to men being about action. Yeah, I had to read the title down there. Yeah, we gotta get back to men being about action. Oh, before I get into it, I've opened up my money channel again, so there's a link in the description box. I'm starting to do money videos again. Still recovering from the stroke and everything. So, just taking my time with it. And tomorrow's video, something major that I hadn't mentioned that was a result of the stroke. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, check out the money channel. And today though, and this is it's a follow to what I was talking about yesterday. Not relying on your looks. Men are about action. But see, what I'm seeing out here, look, I'm just going to be real with it. Too many men ain't stepping up, especially in younger generations. No, I'm just going to be with it. Because in my generation, you can call us old heads or something disparaging or whatnot, but we took action. We ain't sit back and wait for things to happen. You took action. It was like, hey, something happening. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's what it means to be a man. The masculine principle is active. It's not sitting around. It's not just sitting back chilling. Some people want to think it is, but that's on some bullshit. That's some feminine shit. That's somebody who grew up without a dad or didn't have any male mentors in their life. Yeah, I'm going to say it because we got to start being real with it. When men want to do something, we just going to get back and do it. But see, what I'm seeing is a lot of guys sitting around complaining. Like I said, and I've said before, I've been saying for years, that's why I don't like getting on panels, just sitting around complaining about women or something. My thing is, if I'm going to get on a panel, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say, okay, all right, yeah, they doing all that. What are we going to do about it? My whole program is about taking action. Not just, oh, that's just how things are. And some dudes are just, they just sitting back like, that's how it is. Oh, woe is me. What y'all think gonna change? Or guys trying to change the women. And then let me say something about that. Not even so much changing the women, but saying, well, the women doing this or the modern women doing that. You still a man. My thing is, and I said this before, you gotta outman her. And I've dealt with some women, they had that masculine energy and they dealt with me and they said I was bringing the woman out of them. Because I didn't give a shit what they were doing. I was like, nah, I'm still taking charge. No, you still walking on the inside of me. I'm still putting you in a protective stance. In fact, I saw a video the other day where you know how you get some dudes, they go up to people like strangers and ask them questions. Well, this dude, he went up to this couple and, the question was going to be, what brought y'all together? But see, the dude walking, first he had the woman walking inside of him. Two, he got kind of when he got approached, the man went into a defensive stance. And it's like, yo, what you want? And then, when he explained, he's like, oh, okay. But that's what a man is. Our stuff, hey, look. Like if you got women out here talking about a provider and a protector, right? But both of those are action oriented. When you talk about providing, what it is, going out getting that money, Like a lot of guys complaining about women being modern and all of that. I'm gonna tell you something I found with these women, and this ain't some new shit. I lost count how many times I met some so-called independent woman, some so-called modern women, which they call now, who, as soon as they come across that guy, like, nah, baby, this is what we doing. They just taking charge. Nah, you go sit over there. The woman be like, okay. In fact, I remember this one woman. I was at this relationship event, and there was a woman, and she was notorious for bucking against men. She was notorious. She didn't give a fuck. She was that type. And she was married, and I asked her straight up. I was like, well, what'd he do to get you? And she was like, because he'll tell me to zip it. She said, this strong woman, I mean, she's that type of argue. She didn't give a fuck. She'll argue with the man publicly. Not her husband, though. That's because he was about action. I met a few women like that. They can be bossy as hell, but they get around that man who's about that action, about being a man, and they be like, okay. Because that's a big problem now. A lot of these women, I'm going to tell you what, a lot of guys want to know what to do with like these modern women. You stand up as a man and say, nah, this how it's going to be. They're going to respond. And yeah, they're going to test you to see if you are who you say you are. That's the important thing. They're going to test you. That's just their nature. But it was like, whatever. Because a real man be like, yeah, whatever. Because he'll pass that test easily because he's going to stick to who he is. But we need to get back to that overall. And yeah, I know you get some stuff out here, whoa, toxic masculinity and all that. Man, fuck all that. As a man, you just going to do what you do. No, you going to do this because you're a man. You're going to say this because you're a man. If a woman don't like it, or if another male don't like it, you tell them, well, deal with it. What you going to do about it? You look them dead in the eye and say, no, that's who I am. If you don't like it, stay away. I don't have to deal with it. Because you got to watch people like that, because they ain't in that state. So they going to try to break you down. But too many men, they want to sit around and cry, and I can't stand when men act like victims. Can't stand that. Because as a man, you're going to figure out something. Like I said, I was getting into that protector provider thing. That's all about doing. Protecting, that's all about doing. Leading, that's all about doing. Even healing, that's all about doing. That's the house of the man. That's the house of the man. Every part of the house of the man. The warrior, the eagle, the hunter, the healer is all about doing. It's all about taking action. As a society, we got to get back into that. One of the things, and even what I share on here, if you really look at what I'm talking about on all angles, even when beyond man gets woman, if you look at my deep thought channel, it's about thinking. Men need to think. Our thing is we solve problems. You got to think on how to solve that problem and then making money. That's one of the reasons I'm starting that money channel again, because let's just be real. Men have to make money out here. That's how we get the home. That's how we provide. That's how we do all the stuff. And you ain't doing it for women, as I always say. You doing it for yourself. And then if you get a wife and family, you the leader of that family, and you protecting them, you providing for them, you raising them, you doing all that stuff. You making sure that they good. That's what it means to be a man. It's about action. But we got a big problem with a lot of men not taking action. Even let's get back to, since on this channel we talk about man gets woman. A lot of guys ain't doing that. They don't want to take action. You see that woman there, big fat butt waving in the air, and dude don't want to go up and say hi to her. What I tell y'all? I say, look, say hi to 3 women a day. That's taking action. When I'm going through this stroke thing, I had to take action to get better. I could say, I might not be doing this. I could be still laying up in a bed somewhere. But shit, even walking, I'm getting to the point I don't hardly use the cane like I was. Still, hey, because I had to take action. Something else too, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Had to take action. That's how you do it. That's what it means to be a man. I want y'all to think about that, all right? And we need to get back to that. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.